Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to conclude this this Warden run that we've been doing. It's a bit of an odd Warden run. We're doing a Spectral Blades build, and we've got a +8 Grim Greatsword that we're using right now. And we're having a lot of success with the build. Honestly, most of the success, I would say, is due to the parchment scrap in the early game, allowing us to save a ton of consumables and have relevant weapons and armor at all point in the games. It was very powerful. So we'll go ahead and get ready for this Yogg fight. I think I do want to mostly fight him in melee, since the Greatsword is going to do a whole lot more damage than the Spirit Bow. So we should be able to transition him somewhat faster if we're not plinking at him for 10 and 12 with the Spirit Bow, and especially since the elastic effect can't hit Yogg, we're not as worried. We also, I mentioned last time that I was going to consider re-rolling my swiftness on my armor, which I wanted to do because I have 6 whole arcane styli, but at a +7 enchant on the Ring of Arcana, there actually wasn't any armor I really wanted more, other than, like, I don't know, maybe an Affection would have technically been a little bit better, or something like that. But outside of getting the really rare enchantments, I wasn't getting anything better than what I already have. So I decided to just stick with the Swiftness, because the Swiftness is very powerful. We're starting to get poisoned and blinded, so we'll go ahead and drink our potions that are designed to deal with these two enemies. So notably, we'll drink a... Actually, we're gonna skip the magical sight for now, because it doesn't matter as much that we can see until after the enemy teleports the first time. So we're gonna watch our health as we stand here and deliver, but we're not terribly worried about the poison fist hitting us because we're in water, so we won't get affected by its corrosion. We'll go ahead and drink a Mind Vision potion there. The Magical Sight is technically a little bit better, but I don't think it matters too terribly much. And we'll finish up the Dark Fist here real quick. And I think I should be able to use Elastic now. We're going to create a little bit of distance with the Blast Wand here. And now hopefully we'll just Elastic and paralyze it to death. And we need to pay a little bit of attention for when the actual boss decides to shoot a laser at us, so we can't completely just not pay attention and mash the key. We're also going to have to consider when our poison buff falls off, we're going to want to make sure we back up out of the poison area of effect. But we should be able to pretty simply get this Rotted Fist. Okay, and we're at the last couple of turns of our poison elixir, so we'll go ahead and step out of the way there. And I think that the fist should still be on the same line with us, so you see the exclamations are happening near the top of our screen. That means that we are still... we're going to take some... We're probably going to have to use a health potion here. Oh, we're definitely going to have to use a health potion there, since I attacked my way through a laser as well. That's particularly bad. We're gonna light a torch here, so we're doing a little bit less of this in the fog of war when we don't need to. Unfortunately, we do care about the fact that he just poisoned us now, but he should still be pretty trivial to continue killing with the Elastic enchantment. Turns out Elastic very good on the Spirit Bow. But, definitely has a ton of utility, it would seem. So, and I think the bleed is probably going to kill him at this point. So we'll shoot a Spectral Blade just to finish him off. Which is just going to make him bleed, but that's going to guarantee that he's going to eat it there. And we immediately get a... I don't know why we did so much damage on that hit, because Yogg is supposed to be immune to Grim. But maybe it bugged and we got a Grim proc anyway, because I should not have been able to immediately transition Yogg with that hit. That is... Alright, we're going to use Magical Sight this time because we got blinded. And this is one of the enemies we got the Dragon's Blood elixir for as well. So we're gonna drink that second, since there's a god spawn or whatever in the way. So, oh, that's particularly bad that we're rooted amongst all this grass with the fist that gets buffed by there being grass everywhere. But as we light everything on fire, he'll eventually burn down, and yeah, we ended up killing him pretty quickly. Oh, we actually killed them both in the same turn. That's kind of cool. Not often that you get that to happen. Actually, I don't know if I've had it happen before. I've also never tried to have it happen before, because I don't think there's any real benefit to or reason for doing it. Definitely seems like we're getting Grim procs on Yogg, which I don't think should be possible. But I have no way to explain how we did 234 damage to him. That's just too much for yeah, the +8 greatsword has no right doing 238 damage. So I don't know, maybe enchanted to a certain level with the Ring of Arcana, the Grim can actually affect him. That'd be kind of neat. Alright, let's see. We've got the Fire Fist and then the Iron Fist, which the Iron Fist is going to be extra trivial because we'll just be able to, per usual, stand at the... let's see. Let's go ahead and... Our torch is lit. We'll just stand here and shoot at him. Which unfortunately we're going to have to keep on manually re-aiming that because of the enemies moving through. But let's see if we can get a line to... Okay, this line should be able to shoot him for a while until we need to reposition for... Oh, and we repositioned too fast and took the laser anyway. Get all of this sloppy play that doesn't matter because my build is too strong at this point. I do really want to pay attention. I think a laser could technically kill me at this point, so I really don't want to get hit by another one. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and drink the water skin here, both to give the laser a chance to fire and to... Okay, we're getting close to this thing being dead. It's not deferring a ton of damage at a time, but it's continuously taking damage, and it's got a bunch of deferred damage built up. Let's see how we're doing on its built up deferred damage. It's got 55 built up deferred damage. So we're gonna start getting a little bit closer, and hopefully we're able to... Let's see, deferred 31. Oh, we're crippled. That's why we're getting hit and taking so much damage. How is it doing? It's getting pretty low. Not getting much lower, though. Go ahead and... Okay, it looks like it doesn't actually have enough deferred damage on it to kill it. So it should now. And now we just want to, let's see. Spectral Blade will take care of all of the adds, which is pretty cool. And then we'll just keep on spamming it since it multi-hits, actually. Well, we're not going to keep on spamming it because we don't want to get hit by the laser, but... And there we go. Yogg down. Feeling pretty good about that. So let's go ahead and collect the amulet and see how fast we can make it down to, or back up to floor 1. Not done yet. Still too powerful. Excuse me. And I don't think we have any changes. We are extremely powerful. We got the chalice when we transmuted our alchemist kit, so we're regenerating a ton of health. The chain link is an excellent trinket to have, and I think the power of our build should speak for itself at this point. So we're just gonna go ahead and proceed towards the beginning of the dungeon per normal. We forgot to use the reclaimed shock trap as well. I kind of want to see. I imagine it's just going to place a giant field of shock wherever I cast it, but I haven't thought about how to make efficient use of that before, so I don't, off the top of my head, know what I want to even be, like what situation I want to be looking for to use it in. And I'm thinking it's reasonably likely that I'm going to end up just shooting at the first enemy that catches my ire. So, Yeah, we'll just we'll go ahead and cast it just to make sure that it does what I think it does. Yeah, and it just recreates the shock trap there, so that's pretty powerful. That could be really good with like a Grim or a Disintegration trap, and that shock trap I imagine could have been really powerful in certain circumstances too, but it was not great in the situation that we used it in. So we'll go ahead and get a Grim kill from the armor ability there, which is pretty cool. That'll bring us back down to yellow levels of curse. Unfortunately, we should just go around. There's no reason to wait for. And I guess also we have to consider that since I'm moving at 5x swiftness, it's going to take enemies a long time to reach me, which... I'm just trying to see if I have any last-minute alchemy that I want to do, but I don't believe that I do. So... you know what? We'll turn some of the wands that I'm not using into ability to buff my... Okay, so I don't need the magic missile wand. Oh, I don't need... I ran myself out of energy too. So let's turn some of these scrolls. We're not going to use the mirror image scrolls for the most part. Let's turn the magic missile wand into energy. Fortunately, we never identified this corrupting wand, but I think we have enough frost at this point that we can turn the frost wand into resin as well, and then we should be able to get our blast wave wand to at least +2 and maybe +3. Actually, yeah, it looks like we are going to get a +3 out of this. So I'm pretty happy with that because the blast wave was the most useful out of the wands that we had by a lot. Get a grim sneak attack there, and that unfortunately doesn't bring us quite down to green. So we're gonna wait in this room for a little bit. Yellow means we should still be calling out to enemies. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna take a hit from the evil eye there, which. Oh, and I don't have enough. Alright, we're actually going to make a, let's see if we can get a quick Grim proc, but since a lot of enemies are converging... Ooh! We actually got shot there for a lot of damage. Not happy about that. I'm going to go ahead and drink a health potion, just because we get healed every time we reach a prior boss floor, and there's no reason to risk this run. We really would like to get at least one kill before we leave this room, because the... Actually, you know what? I want to see how fast we are with the... yeah, so we've got the lead weight version of the curse, and it looks like that entirely cancels out our haste on our swiftness armor, so we're actually going to light up a torch. We're going to drink a mind vision potion, and there's an evil eye. Looks like it's racing to our position, so we'll try to greet that evil eye at a place where we can... Unfortunately, this is a real bad spot to fight evil eyes in, because there's no corners to dodge on. So we're actually going to move over to a corner, where hopefully we can either get a paralyzed kill here, or maybe use that corner to kite the evil eye. And our mind vision ran out, unfortunate. Alright, there's a kill. That'll weaken the curse slightly. There's a succubus coming through that door. And we're not lead-weighted anymore, but the succubus being in melee range of us does cause us to lose our swiftness enchant. But I think we've got this guy trapped in a paralyzed chain. So we'll just go ahead and kill him with that paralyzed chain. Oh, he is going to shoot us there, which isn't ideal. I think we can line of sight him on this grass, which I believe is why we got that kill. Alright, then there's all sorts of dew there from killing a couple evil eyes, which is nice because it solves any health damage that we took. And I think that we're just going to farm the rest of the way up to green in this spot, because we're getting a lot of fights that are pretty convenient for us in the way that they spawn. So that's actually going to bring us all the way down to green, which we're pretty happy about. Now we'll just rush to the stairs. Oh, we have the trap that we really don't want to hit because we don't want to be disarmed. Let's go there. And oh no, we talked to the imp. What did you do, Buckets? Shop quickly. We've got to get out of here. So let's sell all the stuff I'm not going to be using. I think I'm decidedly not going to be using this Ring of Energy. The Spectral Blades is a pretty good ability, but I'm not using it so much that I feel the need to have it all the time, compared to both of these artifacts being excellent and the +7 Ring of Arcana being something I'm obviously unwilling to part with. So we'll go ahead and get the healing potion and the mind vision, since we're making decent use of mind vision for a couple of floors there. Don't care about the rage scroll, don't care about the purity scroll, so we'll just go from here. Let's see. This should be a relatively easy floor. I remember the enemies on 16 to 19 being relatively easy for me to handle with the elastic bow. Some of these corridors can kind of suck, but the fact that we're moving at the speed of light like we are, and now we're back up to lead weight again, so we're gonna do the same thing where we let's see. I'm actually gonna wait a couple of ticks before I use the potion of mind vision, or magical sight, I guess I'll use. Yeah, there we go. So we should be able to get the zombie kills here. And it might take a little bit because, of course, I'm surprised that that knocking the other zombie that far away didn't kill the first one that was that had like the dead condition. We're gonna use a spectral blade here because we really want to hit both of them to activate the monk's parry. And we're getting some pretty unlucky hits there, but it's not a huge deal. Go ahead and get another fan of blades there. That was, I think that might have been not the first time that we got use out of the fan of blades, but that was a cool use case that I didn't necessarily expect. I didn't realize we were going to be able to use that to trigger monk parries while dealing with other enemies, so that's pretty cool. We've still got the magical sight for a little bit, and the stairs are right there, so we'll go ahead and go to the next floor. We don't want to spend a lot of time with the lead weight modifier, because that nullifies our very fast armor, which, because of the amount of scrolls we put into the Ring of Arcana for that purpose, is actually a lot of our build. So we have to be a little bit careful about doing this, because the frost elemental's right there, but we've got some grass, we can circle kite him, and it looks like we did shoot that enemy far enough away that his partner despawned. I'm not crazy about getting degraded here. Our gear is high enough level that we are no longer unfazed by degraded. We're able to take advantage of excellent speed to not get hit too many times. I really want to kill one or two more enemies in this room, just because this room is, it's a room covered in grass, which is very good for the Warden. See if I can get rejuvenating. Of course, rejuvenating steps isn't triggering because I haven't gained XP in a while. That must be what the case is. So we're just gonna move on. I think maybe there'll be an enemy in this room, but if not, we're on yellow, so it's not that bad. I think that brings us up to hastening on floor 14, which isn't terrible. Yeah, hastening distant enemies, and the ladder's so close here. We're basically just going to immediately skip that floor. Same with this one, actually. We might fight an enemy because the lead weight really changes the. Oh, that's not great. We're gonna go ahead and just bring that enemy to us, and unfortunately I don't think we're going to be able to proc Grim on him, so we'll just have to kill him with the base damage of a +8 greatsword. But luckily a +8 greatsword is a pretty reasonably strong weapon to be using. I'm going to throw a normal throwing weapon just to break the web that we need to break to see that spider, and then shoot him all the way to all the way down there. Hopefully nothing comes at us from the north while we're focusing on this spider. And there we go, spider down. Yep. Technically we're in a small bit of danger shooting the enemy there, but I don't think he has the vision range to see us until he moves into that spot, which we're knocking him out of every time. So that's technically a safe kill as well. And that brings us down to... We'd like to bring the level of the curse down 1, maybe 2 more levels before going down to the next floor, but we've seen that that even at the hastening level, that it's not really too much of a problem. So I'm going to try to reposition this enemy slightly just so I don't have to do off-screen stuff. We'll just kill him here in a very controlled position. This is actually maintaining our swiftness on our armor most of the time too, which is double nice, since we can very quickly move away if we need to. Let's get some value out of the... Ooh, we actually killed both of those enemies there, I think. And we got a paralysis. We're gonna let that guy not die of natural causes necessarily, but we want to get a little bit more distance before we start shooting him again. So, and he'll eventually go down. That brings us down to yellow. That should be fine for returning to floor 12, and then we might get all the way down to floor 9 before we fight an enemy again, based on the way this is going. Though this is a lead weight stage, so if an enemy shows up, we're not going to be able to outrun it. We get lucky on one-shotting the vampire bat there. We'll take those. And then another lucky Grim proc, so we'll get that kill as well. Another 2 lucky Grim procs in a row, actually. We accidentally attacked a second time there, which you never want to do against the Null Guards. They do significant damage when they're in their death rattle phase, but... Let's see. That is not leveling us up. That's okay, though. Go to floor 10, and... excuse me. Anything that gives you speed, like if you have a Swiftness enchant or a Ring of Haste, I think those are the just no contest the strongest things to be doing for the Ascension, is to be just moving so fast that you get to ignore most of the floors. So once again, we got lead weight, so we'll drink a seeing potion. Oh, we've got a giant DM whatever up there. I think we are actually going to go and look for that, because we should be able to get the kill. We can reach it without it being able to shoot at us, though we do want to position ourselves such that the prison guard can't grab us out of the range of that and allow it to start shooting us. So we'll just do a little bit of circle kiting. I'd say a little bit of circle kiting never hurt anybody, but the goal there was that it hurt those enemies for their entire life bar, so... Get a bunch of unlucky dodges on the Necromancer, which... I'm going to go ahead and avoid having the same thing happen here with the Skeleton by taking the sneak attack there. We haven't been making use of our seeds either. We might, excuse me. We might actually just run to the exit from here, like all the way down to floor 1. So we'll see if I don't know. That's how I've taken to like judging how well my runs are doing recently, since it's pretty. I've been playing the game for a while, and I'm not having a hard time most of the time getting the all of the things that the game wants you to do that it gives you points for. But I have been enjoying, like if there's a warrior run that I did a little bit ago that I did a pacifist ascension that I really enjoyed. So I'm having a lot of fun clowning on the mechanics of the game. The lead weight is actually going to affect us so much that the haste potion doesn't really help us. Let's see, where is the... We're going to be able to get past this one really quickly, so we're gonna throw a... We got 6 blinkstones. We'll throw a blinkstone over there, move up a couple squares, chain grab over the wall, and escape this floor. And then now we're on... What floor are we on? We're on floor 2, so we've got 2 more to go. This one should also be... We're going to go ahead and plant a Seed of Swift Thistle here. These are incredibly powerful on the Warden. And that, because of the lead weight effect, we're not going to get as much value out of it as we normally would, but we're still going to use the ethereal chains to make up a little bit of extra distance. Get out of there immediately. And then, let's see, I think I should be able to ethereal chains to that square, which I can. and we'll just throw 2 more blink stones to cap out the run. And there we go. That was a pretty reasonable Warden playthrough. So, as always, hope if you guys have any questions about the gameplay that you saw there, or if there's anything else that you'd like to see that I didn't show off that you want to see in a future video, then go ahead and leave me a comment, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as you can. And as always, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys next time.